I didn't notice it because of what they commented. I noticed it because of what they didn't. And this didn't start with one video. It took time. I posted pretty regularly. Nothing crazy. Just normal TikToks. Sometimes trends. Sometimes random clips from my day. Some did okay. A few got more views. Most didn't. That was normal. But there was one account. And at first, it didn't stand out. Because it barely interacted. No likes. No follows. No obvious pattern. Just occasional comments. Short ones. Simple. Nothing weird. But then I noticed something. It never commented on my bigger videos. Not the ones with more views. Not the ones that actually got attention. Only the small ones. The random ones. The ones I almost didn't upload. Like a quick clip in my room. Or a short video walking somewhere. Or something I filmed without thinking. At first, I thought it was coincidence. Maybe they just didn't see the other ones. But over time, it became obvious. They only showed up on those videos, and nowhere else. That's when it started to feel off, because those videos weren't about content. They were just me, my room, my street, my daily routine, things I didn't think about. One video in particular made it worse. It had maybe 200 views, nothing special. I was just sitting on my bed, talking about something random. In the background, you could see part of my room, a shelf, a door. That was it. The comment came a few minutes later. "You moved that shelf, right?" I stared at it, because I had, a few days before, but I hadn't posted that. Not clearly, not anywhere obvious. I checked my older videos, and then I saw it. In one of them from weeks ago, the shelf was in a different spot, barely noticeable, but still there. That's how they knew. That's when I stopped seeing it as random. I went through more videos, the ones they commented on, and I realized something. Each of them showed something small, something personal. A part of my room, a street sign, the way the light came through my window. Things I never thought about, but someone else did. Very carefully, very consistently. And then came the last part, the one that actually scared me. I posted a video walking home, nothing special, just holding my phone while walking, talking. You couldn't see much, just a sidewalk, a few buildings, maybe a corner. That was it. It got almost no views, like most of my videos. But of course, that account commented, "You take that road every time." That's when I stopped. Because I did. I hadn't said that. I hadn't shown it clearly. But I had posted enough. Different days, different clips, same direction, same turns. Not in one video, but across many. That's when it hit me. They weren't watching my content. They weren't interested in TikTok. They were watching me. Only the videos where I accidentally showed something real, ignoring everything else, because that's all they needed. I deleted most of those videos that night, blocked the account, set everything to private. But the part I still think about is how easy it was to miss. It didn't look like obsession. It didn't look like attention. It looked like nothing. Until you realized it was never about the videos. It was always about you. I never said where I was. Not once. No tag. No caption. Nothing. And still, someone showed up. My name is Alina. I'm 23. And this started with a TikTok I filmed without thinking. It was just a normal video. I was sitting in a cafe, filming something quick, just talking for a few seconds. Nothing important. The background didn't matter. At least I thought it didn't. You could barely see anything. A wall behind me, a mirror to the side, some light from the window. That's it. I posted it. Didn't think about it again. A few minutes later, I checked the comments. Normal stuff. Then one stood out. "That's in my district, right?" I stared at it. because that was exactly where I was. Not just the city, the area. But I hadn't said that anywhere. So I assumed it was just a guess. Maybe they knew the place. Maybe they had been there before. I didn't reply. Then another comment came in. Same person. Pretty sure it's that cafe on the corner. That's when it felt off, because that was right too. Exactly right. I checked their profile. Nothing. No posts. No connection. That made it worse. I went back to my video, watched it again, trying to see what they saw. At first, nothing. Then I noticed the mirror. It wasn't just reflecting me. You could see behind me, part of the cafe, and in the reflection, there was a logo. Not fully visible, just part of it. Something I didn't even notice while filming. Then the wall, it had a very specific color, something you'd only recognize if you'd been there. And then the sound, faint in the background, like a tram or bus stop nearby. That's when it made sense. Not one thing, all of it together, enough to figure it out. I should have just deleted the video right then. But I didn't. I stayed. I kept scrolling, trying to convince myself it wasn't a big deal. Then I got a message from the same account. "You're still there?" I didn't reply. My stomach dropped a little, because I was, still sitting at the same table. A minute later, another message. "Window seat, right?" That's when I stopped breathing for a second, because I was sitting near the window. I hadn't shown that clearly, not directly, but maybe in the reflection or the angle. I don't know. I didn't answer. I just looked up. Slowly, toward the window, and that's when I saw him. Outside. Not right in front of me. A bit to the side. Looking inside. Like he wasn't sure. Like he was trying to match what he saw with the video. He wasn't looking directly at me. He was scanning tables, people, trying to figure it out. That made it worse, because it meant he didn't know exactly. He just knew enough to get close. Really close. I grabbed my bag immediately. Didn't look at my phone, didn't look at him again. I just walked out the back, paid quickly, left. I didn't go home right away. I just kept walking, until I was sure no one was following me. When I finally checked my phone again, the account was gone. No messages, no profile, nothing. Like it never existed. I deleted the TikTok that night, but it didn't matter, because he had already seen it. And the part I still think about is how small it all was. I never shared my location. I never said where I was. And still, it was all there, just hidden in details I didn't even notice until someone else did. If you're a fan of creepy true stories, feel free to check out my playlist.